And here's the thing. When God started dealing with me to preach and I accepted my call to preach, I was working construction back in North Carolina. And so we get done, we take that first break. And I remember we were building onto a college over in Asheville, North Carolina. And it was cold. They had those big salamander heaters. And so we'd all gather around them. We all had a concrete block to sit on or a 5-gallon stool, whatever. But we were all sitting around. But I'd wait till everybody start eating or doing a little snack. And then I would bring out my Bible. And I would set a 6-foot ladder up. And I would climb up a couple of steps on it. And I'd lay my Bible out on top of it, and I'd begin to preach the word to whoever's in that room. It didn't even have a roof on it yet. And I began to preach the word. And it went over like a lead balloon. They would pull their maters out of their sandwich with mayonnaise, and they'd throw it at me. And I had on coveralls, and I remember one time I'm preaching. I don't remember where I was preaching. All of a sudden, I didn't slow down. The same one, bless him, Lord, the same one who threw a mater and hit me found me before the day was out and said, listen, I'm sorry I threw that mater at you. But I want you to tell you something. Will you pray for me? I used to know God. I used to serve him. I said, you're the one I came for. You're the reason I'm working on this job site. And I began to pray with him, and he gave his life back over to the Lord. The same one who threw a mater and hit me. That's tomato, if you want to know. My wife, when we first got married, she's from Litchfield. She'd say, now, I'm country. I said, but you're mountain. So there's difference. I remember being on that same job site, and I was leading a bunch of men. I had probably 30 or 40 that worked underneath me, and stuff. And I'm leading them there, and we were subcontractors underneath the contractor, the regular electrical contractor. Well, the regular electrical contractor, man, he had a mouth. He'd make sailors blush, And so we got through the meeting. I mean, he'd been with the head soup and all that stuff. And, man, he was cussing every other breath. We're walking down the hall, and I said, hey, man, can I talk to you about something? He said, what? I said, man, I'm a born-again Christian. And I said, man, some of that stuff that you say and the way you say it, I said, it's your business. But I said, it don't sit good with me. It's offensive. He come out with my Lord's name in vain and called me a few things and stuff. And I was doing it with gentleness and kindness. And so then something rose up into me, and I said, man, you better watch your mouth. I said, the way you run your mouth, God's liable to strike you down. I said, so I'm going to just get back away from you. You know what he told me? Something that rings out he said, you're running away from me. Why? Is your God not big enough to hit me and miss you? Come here, young man. I'll tell you what I did. Are you ready? I'm stepping away from him. He says, is your God not big enough to hit me and not hit you? Here's what I did. Are you ready? Woo! Get him, God! Get him! Get him, God! Thank you. Get him! My wife says, I hope he didn't hurt your back. Lord, touch his back. She didn't ask me if I hurt mine. I'm the one going fixing to be 62 years old. I was surprised I get off the ground.